Hey everybody, welcome to episode 19 of the VHS Bandits. This week we watched Santa with Muscles. That's me flexing.
Those pythons, brother.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to it and pop in the tape.
Get to it.
In the season of Santa, there are two kinds of people. The naughty and the nice.
I got $50 for the first elf that brings me a Santa Claus.
Hulk Hogan is Blake Thorne, and he's definitely naughty. To make his getaway, he's going to make a mockery of the world's most beloved hero.
Do you have a minute?
Fox me, you little brat.
That's him.
But sometimes, the only way you can feel the spirit of Christmas
Where'd he go?
is to be hit over the head with it.
What? It's showtime.
Now, this confused bad boy is Santa, like you've never seen him before. A bearded basher of bad guys. A hero with a silly hat. A Robin Hood in red.
Who are those guys anyway?
Oh, they work for Mr. Frost.
He's been clearing out the whole neighborhood, and no one knows why.
And he's got 3 days to foil a band of evil scientists.
Assemble the team. We're taking the orphanage.
Wait till Santa hears about this. He'll kick your butt to New Year's.
Santa, you slay me.
Hulk Hogan is Santa with an attitude.
Keep the milk and cookies warm.
Santa with some friends.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Santa with a mission.
How are we supposed to get over this?
And most of all, he's Santa with muscles.
They can't start Christmas without me. Can they?
There have been many Santas,
You're not Santa. You're fed.
but there's only one named Hulk.
Well, all you had to do was knock.
Santa with muscles.
And now, our feature presentation.
Hey everybody, welcome again to episode 19 of the VHS Bandits. Welcome guys, as always, I am the Kevbot. With me is
Dover Hansen.
and
Daydream.
Train. And this week we watched Santa with Muscles.
Ooh.
Yeah, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
He
It's
doesn't say
pretty-
brother once in this movie.
That's
No, he
true.
does
He didn't.
not.
Fairly disappointing. He doesn't
Yeah.
have a mustache.
So if you're not familiar with Santa with Muscles, it stars Hulk Hogan.
Oh, by the way, hey, happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everybody. This is our Christmas special.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point of doing this
2016.
movie.
Because
Yeah.
of
Christmas.
Santa with Muscles.
Yeah.
And next episode we have another Christmas movie for everybody.
Yeah, we got 2 Christmas specials this season.
All right. Skip right over Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we didn't do any
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I don't even know if there's any Thanksgiving movies on tape. Or was Thanksgiving late enough to get on tape, you think?
It's like Charlie Brown.
Oh, okay, that's
Thanksgiving.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
True. That's
I feel
about
like
it.
There's other stuff. If you can think of good Thanksgiving movies.
Yeah, we'll do it next year.
Yeah. Just
But-
give us a shout out. Email us.
Really
Twitter
aren't
us. Facebook us.
Belch on me.
Belch on Dane.
Anyway, Santa with Muscles.
This was a movie.
This movie's insane.
This movie is crazy.
You guys ever want?
It's
If you want to see a Christmas
new
movie,
classic.
this is the one.
Yeah.
The box to me just spells 90s going to the video store and seeing this on the shelf.
Just like every other movie Hulk Hogan is in, he's on the cover lifting up 2 people smaller than he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these 2 people aren't even in it for more
Yeah.
than like 3 minutes.
You got like the jerky boys that
Yeah.
he's holding up, and
You guys thought they were going to be like
I
the
thought they were
next
the like
great
yeah,
like henchman-y
yeah.
guys.
like the next like goofy henchman duo,
Yeah.
like Home Alone or something like that.
Yeah.
like Bill or Marv and.
Harry and Marv.
Harry
the
and
Wet
Marv.
Bandits. The Sticky
Right, yeah.
Bandits.
yeah,
But no, they're in it for like 2 seconds.
You're afraid of the Doc too, Marv.
or like the guys in the Super Mario Brothers movie,
Yeah.
yeah.
the Goomba guys.
The Goomba guys.
Or
the guys
The
from
the Asshole
my-
Brothers 2000. What's that movie?
the Misery Brothers 2000.
Yeah.
Why 2K?
the two guys from Dr. Detroit.
Right.
The
Yeah.
two-
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Two henchmen guys.
Or the 2 sleazeball guys from My Uncle the Alien.
Right,
If
yeah.
anybody's ever seen that,
Which
shit.
is another Christmas movie that we didn't do this year. But My Uncle
we'll get
the
to
Alien
that.
will happen at some point or another because it's amazingly terrible.
Yeah.
So Dane Train, you got box
So,
in hand.
I got the box, man.
Let's give it a.
So let me tell you about this box.
Oh, wait
here.
a sec. Wait a sec.
Let me tell you about this box, brother.
I got to tell you something first. I've had this tape for over a year, and we meant to do it last year, but we didn't do a Christmas episode. That was like on our like short hiatus. We were like, yeah, we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. And our times never synced up. So when it came to do a holiday episode this year, Christmas episode this year, this was the movie.
Yeah. I thought this was going to be shitty because I didn't know that Hulk Hogan was in it at all. When you said Santa with Muscles, I was like, okay, that sounds like a cool title. But I thought it was going to be like just a no-name, nothing movie like Santa Conquers the Martians type of thing. I mean, that's
or My
awesome.
Uncle the Alien.
Right, yeah, My Uncle the Alien. I thought it was going to be something stupid like that. But as soon as I found out Hulk Hogan was on it and that the retail price is $79.95, you know it's going to be a great movie.
Quick backstory about this tape actually is last year, 2015 Rock and Shock.
Ooh.
I was working there at a booth for a store I no longer work at.
That's a big horror convention in
it is
Worcester.
Beautiful
here
Worcester.
at the Centrum Center, DCU Center.
At the Worcester Centrum Center.
And there is a booth that is always there that has DVDs.
Were they only $5?
They were $10.
Only $10.
$10 and up. $10 and up.
Ugh.
They're their transfers. They're VHS movies that you can't get on DVD.
Oh.
And they transfer
And they're
them onto
sold
DVD.
illegally here.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
they're
exactly.
bootlegs.
Yeah, they're bootlegs.
Whoa.
So they were selling that DVD for 10 or 15 bucks.
Christ,
I'll just throw my
Dane,
TV
you
Drop the
around.
box on the
Oh,
ground.
man.
I'm sorry.
Got to work out some more, get some
I noticed
muscles.
that movie.
So I saw it and I was like, oh, that would be really, really good. So I went immediately on eBay, found a copy for $1.
Oh wow, what a steal!
It might have been $3 total with shipping, and it was. Now I got the VHS. I don't have no crappy bootleg.
Transfer junk.
Yep. And I saved myself $7. I just had to wait a week.
Technically, you saved yourself what?
5 years in prison and up to
$75.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. So anyway, that's quick backstory just on this particular tape, this specific tape. I've had it for a year because, again, we were planning on doing it. And, like, I just need to have it in my collection. So I'll say, like, I'm a big Hulk Hogan fan. I'm a big wrestling fan. Some of you people who are friends
You
with me
will
on
need
Facebook.
to have this in your collection, too.
Yeah.
He is one of my acting heroes, I must say.
He is quite good. So anyway, I won't keep going on about it. So
chops.
He's a true
His
American.
acting chops,
His acting chops
in the ring.
He doesn't do karate.
No, it's a wrestling move called a chop.
Is it?
Oh,
I don't watch
you
wrestling.
You bitch
I'm
slap somebody in the chest.
I'm sorry, guys.
So
all right, so
sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, that's
further
a good
interrupt.
backstory.
Let's go describe the tape.
Let me tell you something, dude. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this box. So we got Hulk Hogan wearing a Santa suit, but like there's no inner shirt, and he's got like this Santa vest, so his like six pack is all showing, and he's holding up these two scum bums that aren't even in the movie, and then there's like two kids hanging off of him.
Which ones are the two kids? It's the boy and
You got a
Not-
boy and a little
and,
girl.
not Mina Kunis.
Not Mila Kunis. No.
Not
Oh,
Mila
Mila
Kunis.
Kunis is in this, by the way.
Same thing with
We'll talk about that later.
with Bob, Big Bob.
Yeah, Bargain Bob is in this as
Bargain
well.
Bob. That's his name.
So it's a Santa with muscles with like some green ribbon, and it says, "He's arrived in the Saint Nick of time."
It's one of the lesser taglines. I feel like that's on like probably a lot of boxes out there.
So the one thing that would really get me to rent this as a kid around the holiday seasons is obviously, sure you see Hulk Hogan on the front, and the thing is he's got
The title's pretty awesome.
the title's great.
It's self-explanatory.
Yeah, well,
You
like,
don't even need to see the cover. just know the title and you're in for a treat.
It's either like hardcore gay porn or a Hulk Hogan movie.
Yes.
Or both.
So
Could be
like-
one of his lost sex tapes.
Like, not only him holding up these two sketchy scum bums on the cover, but you look at the back.
Could be
and
cum bums.
The thing that gets to me is you got Hulk Hogan's Santa on a roof fighting a scientist holding a big giant candy cane.
We'll explain it later. Wait, no, we can't. Because it makes no sense.
No, we
so
can't.
to me, I think Santa with muscles. And then I look in the back and there's like mad scientists fighting him with a big candy cane. So I'm in for a ride, okay?
Absolutely.
So on the back here, yeah, you see you got him fighting that.
Can I say something about the cover?
Yeah.
Real quick. So, it's him holding up the two dudes, but it's obviously photoshopped. And the two dudes are just like standing flat on the ground and kind of like pointing themselves up. They're clearly not hanging. So they just like Photoshop the ground out from under them, and they're just like in the Lunch music video when we're falling from space, we're just standing there. We're like, whoa. All right.
Didn't we show someone this tape and they thought it was like one of the guys was a Baldwin brother?
Oh yeah, didn't you say that the guy on the left looked like one of the Baldwin brothers?
I don't know if that was me, but I feel like someone said it.
Someone mentioned
the guys
Baldwin.
the two henchmen guys don't look like anything they
Might have
look
been
like
Mark.
in the movie. Could have been
I
Mark,
don't know, yeah.
which is kind of funny.
So then
Read the
Thanks,
description.
Dane Train.
Oh yeah, so he was naughty. Now he's nice. Watch the bad guys hit the ice.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's
They
good.
should have put that on the cover. Damn.
So let's see here. Supersized wrestling and movie star Hulk Hogan hit the ice, scumbags. He goes from naughty to nice in Santa with muscles, a lighthearted adventure powered by a Saint Nick with flex appeal. Not sex appeal, but flex appeal. Get pumped for the holidays with the Hulkster, Ed Begley Jr., Don Stark, Robin Curtis, Kevin West, and Garrett Morris. Mean old Ebner Frost, played by Ed Begley Jr., has a heart as cold as his name. House by house, store by store, he's taking out Lakeville. Now, only the orphanage and Santa with muscles stand in his way. With the help of mighty strength, some pint-sized sidekicks, and Lenny the elf, Santa saves the day just in time for Christmas. This movie is 97 minutes long. It's
Help me out, Kevin.
It's released by Cabin Fever as a distributor. It's rated PG, and most importantly, it retails for an SRP of $79.98.
No joke. No joke. It's really on there.
On the back of this box,
It's worth not any of that.
$79.98.
Nowhere close is it worth it.
I would pay close to that.
Someone did.
Someone did. Yes.
Someone out there. I don't know how many people got the first edition Santa with muscles, but someone
First edition?
spent $80
Only
on
edition.
this movie. Right? Yeah, only edition.
Well, the funny,
Not the special re-release.
I do understand
Director's commentary.
Yeah, way back when tapes actually used to cost $80. I remember the guys.
But this isn't like 90 something. This is
96.
I
This
don't
came
know.
out 95, 96.
yeah. So that's definitely not like
I don't know.
$80 VHS days. Maybe like
I don't know.
conservatively, let's say $60.
Well, at the same time, this came from a video store, and perhaps video stores were still paying that kind of money for distributors that they had to get these things before they actually came out in stores.
Wasn't that the whole thing with video stores? They would pay a high premium because renting it over time.
Yeah, to get that
so
money
you think
back.
this is a former rental?
Oh, it is a former rental.
Oh, it's got a sticker on it. Yeah.
Okay. Never
So,
mind.
like, for instance, I remember the guys who used to run the video vault in Westboro, Mass. Once told me that tapes cost $80 a pop.
Oh, okay. All right. That's probably
What's the tag
tape
on the bottom
itself,
there?
I love these old, like, silvery reflective stickers on the back. So this is from a video store called California Video 2 which hopefully
From
maybe
California?
First one did so well.
Maybe-
It's like
yeah.
a Chinese food place / video store.
Yeah, it's like
Or Lamplighter, too.
Lamplighter.
yeah, Lamplighter. too.
Lamplighter 2 is clearly the classier of the two Lamplighters.
Hurricane Betty's, too.
For those of you who don't know, Lamplighter 2 is a strip joint off of Route 20 in Auburn.
Sweaty Betty's.
In Auburn, Mass. It's Sweaty Betty's in Worcester.
Or Centerfolds, where you can get beat up in the bathroom by the bouncers and then get the whole business shut down.
Is that for real?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's a whole
Where
other
was that?
episode.
Was that in Auburn
Yeah.
too? Or
That-
No,
Arkansas?
that was in
by
Worcester.
Coney Island.
Oh,
Right,
oh, wait,
yeah,
is
yeah.
Sweaty Betty's?
It's near Sweaty Betty's, but it's not Sweaty Betty's.
Wow. No
Anyway,
shit.
we could talk about
Anywho,
strip clubs and
So
cocaine all night.
California
but
Video 2 is not in California. It's from Grayland.
What?
It's like Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
Grayland
Hollywood,
Crest
Florida.
Shopping Center in Wilmington, Delaware.
Ugh.
01810. If you guys want to call them up, they're at
Delaware.
302-477-6944.
Give them a call. Tell them the VHS Bandits sent you.
Try some random dude's cell phone number now.
Now,
Stop calling me. I don't have videotapes.
I don't know anything about Santa with muscles.
the scary thing is at the very bottom of this sticker
Scary?
that says where it's from. It says, "Warning: full retail of this product will be collected if the seal is altered or removed." So
Ooh,
if you,
$80.
If you mess up with this little
I'm not going to remove
metallic
that sticker.
you're gonna pay.
Yeah, if you leave it by the heater
$79.98.
overnight and it falls off, like what happened to my Jurassic Park in Denver The Last Dinosaur, I melted them because
Ooh.
I left them by
They
the heater.
fused together to make one super dinosaur VHS tape.
That was unplayable, yeah.
You baked them into a crustaceous croissant.
I
So-
wish.
Anywho, so the box is pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Yeah, the funny thing about it is there's so many changes. So like we said, these two dingleberries that the Santa with muscles is holding, they're not in the movie.
No.
Santa is wearing a Santa suit on
Not
the
in the
cover
movie.
that he doesn't wear in the movie.
He wears a different Santa
He's
suit in the
different
movie.
Santa suit.
Yeah.
He's got
Including spandex.
yeah.
Which the cover one does not. Which
Yeah.
maybe because they didn't want to
A
confuse
big
it with
old
the gay
hog
porn.
on the cover.
He's got his
Another 24-inch python, if you know what
Yeah.
I mean.
He's got his trademark handlebar mustache on the cover, but on the back, like in the movie, he just has a regular like Burt Reynolds mustache.
I thought he didn't have a mustache in the movie.
No, he did.
He did? Oh.
Yeah.
It's so
It's right
blonde.
there.
Blonde mustaches are hard to see.
Yeah.
The description for this, we did not read beforehand, but it actually helps you understand the story just a little bit
That's
more.
true. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
What part helps you understand more? Because I'm still in the dark.
That the bad guy, mean old Ebner Frost,
Yeah.
was buying up shit in Lakeville, property in Lakeville.
Also,
yeah,
just
I
his
understood
name.
that.
Like it wasn't incredibly clear. And can I see the tape there? Thank you. Yeah, he's.
Oh,
just,
you son of a bitch. I was going to tell you to watch your butthole, too. I thought, well, maybe Dane's just stretching. Nope, he's farting.
Maybe
He's
we
farting.
should talk about this real quick. What did
Your
we eat
farts?
while watching Santa with Muscles?
I feel like
Oh, well, you probably saw the lousy food review by now. We got some Burger King, along with
Surprise.
some what are they? Cheddar,
Cheesy Tots.
cheesy tots, complete with Napoleon Dynamite
commercials.
TV commercial.
What do we all give it? 3 out of 10? Is that
Yeah,
right?
it was not great.
Yeah,
Yep.
they were
tastes like
not.
shit.
They were not good.
Yeah, don't buy them.
Very,
Yeah.
You can
very
watch. You
disappointing.
can watch the food review.
Don't eat those cheesy
on
tits.
Facebook or wherever.
We have posted it on the VHS Bandits food review.
Okay,
if
yeah.
you have
There
yet
we
to
go.
watch it, we highly recommend it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on the page.
We recommend the lousy food review way more than we recommend
Yeah.
food.
By the way, everybody, we have a Facebook page. Please go check us out there and like our Facebook page.
We also have Twitter and Instagram,
Yeah.
which Dane hates.
Dane-
Dane hates
oh, God,
Instagram.
dude.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, just go. Nothing's out of the normal
boy,
here.
that
It's
one
cool.
stinks.
It's whatever.
Ooh, those cheese tits stink. Cheese tots stink. Ooh, wow. Yeah,
So this movie starts.
whew.
This movie just all around is crazy.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't start
All
like my
around.
farts.
No,
What's
no, it
the-
doesn't.
Well, kinda.
It starts off with
It doesn't
the
start
mall-
with Hulk Hogan.
the mall doesn't have a Santa.
Yep. God.
It's that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All our faces are gonna melt
Oh,
off.
God. I'm trying to waft it out.
You're
with
gonna have
the
There's
to-
no, the
VHS
door
box.
is closed.
Yeah, the
You're
door
just
is-
circulating your fart juice
Ugh.
towards us.
He's ruining
Try and
tapes
trap
now.
it in the box or something.
Trap it. Just go put it.
Yeah.
And just
Be
Don't
kind and
rewind
rewind
it.
those
Locked in.
farts back in your butt. So there's a mall that doesn't have a Santa.
And this is one of those movies, one of those Christmas movies with no snow because it takes place in, I think it was California,
I think
right?
so.
I think it was like Los
Yeah.
Angeles or whatever. But yeah, it's just awkward Christmas movie with no snow.
Hey, do you guys remember any of the trailers at the beginning of this tape? I feel like that there were some trailers.
Oh,
there were.
There's
Yes.
some good ones.
There was one called Mrs. Bear, which was about like some kid finding a bear.
Oh,
cub
yeah.
And there was another Hulk Hogan movie which came out around the same time as this that also looks really awesome, called Secret Agent Club, where
Is that what it was called? He's like stopping a mean toy factory or something.
the premise behind Secret Agent Club is Hulk Hogan is a father, and his son thinks he runs a toy company or a toy store or something like
then
that.
his son crashes a Lamborghini and kills his best friend?
Yes.
Okay.
Weird
And goes
how
to
that
jail.
imitates life.
And then his father, the toy maker / FBI agent, goes and talks to him in the jail, and they get recordings of him talking about how much he hates America and how stupid all the everybody is.
That's a different videotape.
Oh.
Yes.
And
then he wins millions and millions and millions of dollars off. Is it Gawker? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, from the lawsuit from the sex tape.
Yep.
God.
No, he is actually a secret agent, and the kids become wise, and I'm gonna guess hilarity ensues because the kids get in on like fighting the bad guys. But it looked pretty awesome. I might have to find that.
There's a toy company involved.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys ever heard of Hulk Hogan did? I don't know if they were like little movies where he has like a speedboat in Florida.
Oh, Thunder in Paradise?
Thunder in Paradise!
Yeah, it was a TV show.
Thunder in Paradise is fucking awesome.
Oh, yes.
We should, I guess, see if I can find some of those on tape because there's some great stuff.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
That is some good stuff. Yeah. That used to be on USA Network all the time.
Awesome.
Oh, if it was on USA, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Quality is of the utmost importance to them.
USA daytime television. The quality stuff.
Oh, is it good or better or as good as Monk?
Better.
Okay.
Oh, I think anything's better than Monk. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's
is better
as
than
good as Psych.
Okay. The
Which
Monk and
I
Psych
like, so.
marathon.
I do
So
enjoy
there's no Santa at the mall.
At the mall.
For whatever reason. Not explained. He's just not there. But in like none of these Santa, so there's a bunch of elves and stuff.
And all the elves look like they're like members of like hair metal bands and stuff like that. Just
except for Bargain Bob.
Yeah, they're like sleazy teenagers that don't want to be there. But Bargain Bob he's
also
like
really sleazy.
an older guy. Yeah, everyone in this movie is sleazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't have a Santa, but they have everybody else, and like it seems like none of them know each other because you would feel like that it'd be a package deal with like Santa comes with these guys and they all work together before or something. But no, they're just random Santa never showed up. And then cut to a palatial mansion, and Hulk Hogan is running through the yard of the mansion. Oh no, to his left, hedge trimmer guy,
a gardener,
a gardener, and he gives him the rolling DDT.
He's wearing like camo pants and like a camo vest, just going up to this house.
Yeah, you think he's like trying to infiltrate.
Yeah,
the house,
like he's a secret
steal
agent or something.
Yeah.
So then he gets in a fight with the gardener.
And then he runs up the stairs, closer ever still, to the doors of the mansion. Watch out behind you, Hulk. It's the chef. And then he beats up the chef.
Yeah, beats up the chef. And then here comes the limo driver and two more gardeners.
With the hat on.
And he throws him over the ledge, which is literally like 3 feet off of the ground. And he just beats up a bunch of like house workers.
Yeah, he has some good puns too, but I can't remember any of them. But it'd be like, like the guy with the clippers. He'd be like, "Oh, that was a close cut" or something like that.
Yeah,
stupid
like,
things like that.
Oh no, he goes. you gotta stop and smell the roses.
Oh yeah.
that was stupid. And he'll be like, here's your tip, and he'll like throw the guy over the ledge or whatever. But like everything Hulk Hogan says is just so bad. It's really bad. I can't explain how bad his acting is.
And then
it doesn't get better.
He looks at his watch and like calls time, and it turns out this is his mansion.
Right.
And I wrote down his name. His name is actually Blake Thorne, richest man in 10 states.
Which 10? Like,
I don't know.
Delaware?
Well, like you come to
West
find out
Virginia?
that, like he's making a lot of money off of products. Like he sells like protein shake powder.
And
yeah,
cereal,
he's like a
Rice Krispie treat cereal.
wicked health nut kind of guy.
Yeah.
And
But he's
then
got an ego.
Yeah, he's a douchebag.
He's like, hey, make a note to tell them to make me Tanner on this can of peanuts.
Yeah.
Then his watch goes off, and it's time to go paintballing.
Yep.
Oh, this is when you realize that this guy is legit insane.
Yeah, because
he's
so
crazy.
he goes
fucking nuts.
He goes into like he's like henchmen or whatever that he was beating
His
up
entourage.
all his workers. They like get up and he, you know,
it was just a training
just
exercise,
go right back to
Yeah.
serve him. Yeah. But then he's in like the lobby of his mansion, and his butler brings over a paintball gun. And then he
Loads
like
it
pulls
with like
out
8 paintballs.
Yeah, he pulls out like 8 paintballs himself from like his pocket, like Hulk does. Like he just has these paintballs, and then he's like paintball time. He just like point blank shoots the chef or someone in the chest that was just standing at the door.
Yeah.
He just shoots this random person.
He clearly doesn't want him to go play paintball 'cause he's already out.
You're not on our team. Fuck you, chef. Boom. And then he gets into his Hummer.
Yeah,
And-
he has like a convoy of vehicles.
paintball- yeah.
And
Like a caravan.
A
of-
caravan, yeah, that's what I meant. And they're driving recklessly, a little
yeah.
recklessly. And
He's
guess
above the
who
law.
shows up?
Clint Howard.
As
He's
a
the-
police officer.
The best police officer you've ever seen in a movie in your life.
Sheriff Clint Howard.
And they get in a chase.
So Clint Howard's like on the side of the road, like I don't know.
No, that's later on.
Is that later?
That's
But we
later.
see Clint Howard before we see
Hulk. Like,
so he's doing
blast
something,
by.
right? Yeah, he's doing something. He's
but
like
not what
calibrating his
you're
laser
thinking.
gun or something.
Yeah.
I want Clint Howard under my tree this Christmas.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it'd probably happen with like $50.
Hey, Merry Christmas!
I'm glad you opened me up. It's getting hard to breathe in here.
Oh,
Dingleberry.
So as the cops are chasing Hulk and his
Dingle bells.
his other cars,
Dingle diarrhea.
Yeah, we
Like,
don't
he
really see.
thinks
I think he
it's-
like shoots the other cars off the road before.
maybe they
Oh, this is
split up
crazy,
somehow.
yeah.
But then he shoots at the cop cars with the paintball guns.
Yeah,
like all over their windshields to blind
and they
them up.
can't
Yeah.
see, and yeah,
And then he tells like the guy in the passenger seat to take the wheel and jumps out of the moving vehicle.
yeah,
and
he's such,
runs
like,
away.
He's
Hey,
such
hey, every man for themselves, brother. See ya. He just takes off.
Yeah, and he runs to the mall.
and the other guys escape. We don't know how.
Yeah, well,
But-
because they didn't shoot at cop cars.
Yeah,
They were after Hulk Hogan.
I'm sure they're like accessories to the crime.
Probably.
But yeah, so and one of the things he says, I don't know if this means anything, but he was like, "Oh, we can lose him because I grew up in this town, so I know the streets." Like the cops don't know the streets of the town that
He's
they're
pretty much
policing.
a huge asshole the whole beginning of the movie.
Oh
yeah, he's terrible.
very unlikable.
Yeah.
I mean, he's shooting chefs in the chest, like from 3 feet away, and shooting at police officers and Clint Howard.
Yeah, very true.
How bad can it get? So he infiltrates like the back alley of the mall,
Yeah, it's like the back
like-
hallways,
like the employees' entrance of the
Right,
Solomon
exactly.
Pond Mall,
and
where your friends that are working take you.
He's running away from like Clint Howard still follows him there, and some other cop, and he hides in like a ventilation shaft or a trash chute. That's what it is. A trash chute. And he's like,
holding onto the edge.
He's hanging off the edge, inside the trash chute so they don't see him and blah, blah, blah. And a janitor is pouring out some trash. And Hulk gets hit with the trash and falls down the trash chute and bonks his head.
Boop. But the thing, he hits his head on like this plastic garbage barrel. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's fine. But like, turns out the entire movie is based on him having amnesia
from hitting his head
from
on
hitting
the
his
trash
head
barrel.
on this thing. And I didn't realize that until one of you guys told me in the middle of the thing. Because like, trash barrel, no one would get amnesia from that.
Yeah.
And
he would get more hurt from the fall.
Like he would break his legs or something.
Right. Well,
like that would probably
not
soften
the Hulkster
blow,
because
if anything.
he's the Hulkster, He's
and
Hulk
he
Hogan.
does supplement very well with.
That's right.
Whatever his Frosted Flakes.
The Blake Thorne
health
protein
products.
enemas.
I bet he sells like. If this character was alive
GNC.
now, if it lasted, he'd be selling like freeze-dried foods so you can survive the incoming apocalypse and put it in your basement. It'll stay clear for 20 years. And this will turn your piss into drinkable water. He's that type of guy.
Yeah, sure. Well, he is that crazy.
Yeah.
So when he gets amnesia, he's just laying down there, and who should find him?
Bargain Bob.
Hey,
Bargain Bob.
hey there, hi there, ho there, Bargain Bob from that 70s show.
And he's in deep. He owes money to Ed Begley Jr., who's the guy. He's the bad guy.
Bad guy who's a big germaphobe.
Yeah. I thought he was Mr. Freeze at first. Like, I can't leave my house. This room is temperature controlled.
Right, yeah, but no, his name's just Mr. Frost. And he's a germaphobe, you said, right?
Yeah.
Like, so bad that he has to have weird antibacterial sprays out by the front door and all of his...
And he only communicates via closed circuit television.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
I don't know when does the scene where he's like interrogating that guy come? Is that before
right
or
around
after
this
this?
time.
No, I think that's... Oh.
I think it's before he puts on the Santa thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy where he's like in his front yard or whatever.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about when he was interrogating or talking to Bargain Bob.
No, the upside down guy.
Oh, yeah.
Should we talk about that now?
That's like right after that. Well,
finish up Bargain Bob.
Yeah, Bargain Bob finds him, and they need a Santa Claus, and like the manager or whatever, some lady in short dress was like, we need a Santa because Santa hasn't shown up. So $50 to whoever finds the Santa. So clearly, Bargain Bob,
always looking for a bargain
through the whole movie, is just looking for money.
Yeah, he's a scumbag. He's like a con artist, like dirtbag.
Because he came upon Hulk Hogan and stole his wallet and was just going to take it all that money, because why not?
And how did he get the Santa suit? Did he put it on him?
The Santa suit was there because Hulk was waking up, and he's like,
"Oh no, Hulk put on the Santa suit to disguise himself from the cops."
Right.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah, that's
and
right.
then
Remember?
Clint
Howard
was
came up to him,
like, "Hey, have you seen Hulk Hogan around here?
I'm looking for Hulk Hogan. Have you seen him?"
And he's like, "No, brother, I'm Santa Claus." And he's like, "Okay,
Dude, Jack." And then his army, his camo was like hanging out of his clothing, out of the Santa clothing. It was like, hey, you're really Hulk Hogan. And then another chase ensues, and that's when he goes in the trash chute. And blah, blah, blah. So when he wakes up, he's wearing the Santa suit, and Bargain Bob is like, oh, Santa, come on, we were waiting for you. And he doesn't.
And he thinks he's drunk because he's like in the state of confusion. He's got a concussion.
He doesn't know who he is, so he's like, no, you're Santa Claus. And he has amnesia so bad that he's like, yeah, I'm Santa Claus. Yeah.
Sounds
okay.
legit.
So, he's Santa Claus, and he knows he has to do good, and he sits down and talks to kids, and, there's a whole thing with like, kids being crazy sitting on Santa's lap. One doesn't talk. There's two that are fighting. There's one that's like,
when he's being Santa Claus?
Yeah.
I feel like he did something semi-funny when this happened.
When the two kids were fighting and they're like, all right, smile for the picture, he like picked one of the kids up and was like holding him.
Oh, this is what I remember. The kids were definitely like, they did not have auditions for these kids, and they were not like child actors.
They
were
just
just
set
like
up in the mall.
Yeah, they were either like picked out of like legit kids in the mall, like who wants to put their kid in a movie, and all the parents are like, I do. I want to live vicariously through my children. So it's either that or like they were extras maybe, and then they're say, let's put these kids in the movie, you and you, because they figured, yeah, it's easy enough. We don't know how to actually hire anybody for this. So the kids are like as close as you can to not be looking at the camera, but looking at the camera. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
This is definitely weird and uncomfortable for them. And they give off that vibe, and it makes it uncomfortable to watch.
Very unprofessional.
Yeah.
Very, very unprofessional. But then Santa sees
these two dinguses on the cover.
Yeah.
Right?
That weren't even them.
It wasn't even them?
No.
They were stealing from the Save the Orphanage fund.
There's like a fishbowl with money.
Yeah.
in it, right?
Yeah.
Because the old lady, the granny at the table was sleeping. So these guys
He
were
put it
like,
under his shirt too.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
put a gigantic.
Make it look like he was pregnant or something. I
It's
don't know.
huge, yeah.
So Hulk knew as Santa, I feel like something happened where like he knew he had to do good.
I'm Santa.
'Cause he's
I got these
Santa.
muscles.
Yeah.
I might as well use them.
That he had to stop this. And he did.
Yeah, he beats them up.
Yep.
And then all the kids like cheer him on. And then I think Bargain Bob's like, we got to get out of here.
Yep.
And
For
they
some
go to
reason.
the orphanage that
So
they were
are they
trying to
running
save.
away from? Do the cops find him again, or
The cops aren't looking for him now.
so? Why did they have
No,
to
no.
leave?
What happened
Why did
was
Bob and Barg take
they
him out?
were just driving down the road, and I think they
On
saw.
Bob's
No.
Scooter.
Because of these two scumbroskies, he was like, he saw, the flyer or whatever, and was like, we got to go to this orphanage. And that's why they left. But the funny thing is, as they're leaving the mall and like people are chasing them, again, it's more like they're not extras because they're like waving into the camera.
Oh yeah, that
and,
one
like,
lady
they
that was
want to
like
be like,
trying to be super close to Hulk Hogan to get
yeah, like they
something
were
from
just
him,
like,
but
we
he's,
want to
like,
get
totally
close
not
to
having
Hulk
it.
Hogan.
Yeah,
Like they didn't even tell anyone that they were filming. It's just like they were.
yeah.
And that's when they go to the orphanage. And oh, you know what? I forgot. The very first scene of the movie is the little girl writing a letter to Santa.
Oh,
because all of this other stuff happens, and we never hear from her for like the first act of the movie.
Like, I completely forgot about it.
Right. Yeah.
Because when Santa shows up, she's like, "You got my letter."
Right.
Because saying that
She wants to
the
save
orphanage was in trouble and yada yada yada. He's got to come save. So he shows up, dressed up as Santa.
All kids must go.
Brother. I'm Santa, brother. And that's when henchmen show up.
Yeah, but no. So now we need to introduce the henchmen first because that scene already happened.
Oh man,
This
this
is
is like
insane.
Suicide
Henchmen.
Squad here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just as good.
We got
Yeah.
Yeah, so the scene starts off with this like guy in a suit and tie or whatever, and he's hanging upside down in just like a nice yard, and there's the TV. There's a little shitty like 90s TV that turns on, and what's his name? James Bagley Jr.
Ed Bagley Jr.
Ed Bagley Jr. pops on the TV in his
Dane
like
farted.
scientist outfit.
Oh.
And then-
Oh.
God.
Oh
damn it.
no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What a
This is
Christmas
what Ed Bagley
treat.
Jr. is trying to get away from. Them fart germs.
One more fart and you're not getting a Christmas present.
Whoa, hey.
Dane's being a very bad person.
Yeah, Santa's gonna
It's
see
not
this
me,
and he's
it's
gonna
my
use
farts.
his
My
muscles
farts
on
are
you.
being naughty.
Burger King's not
Use
getting
your
any
Santa
presents.
sphincter muscle and wrap it up.
Whoa, wait.
Heyo.
Make like a present. So
And wrap yourself.
Ed Bagley Jr. shows up on the TV, and he's like, "Hey, are you gonna sell me your shoe store or what?" And he's like, "I'll never sell my shoe store to you." And then this is when all the henchmen come out, and it is insane.
There's like an archaeologist that has something. I
He's-
forget.
I don't know his name. This guy's in a shitload of movies.
Wait, which one is this?
The archaeologist.
The guy
Oh
with
yeah.
glasses.
Oh man, he's in everything.
Yeah.
He's just like this tall, geeky, bald guy that's in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just always there, and you don't know who he is.
Does someone want to look up his name? And then this is supposed to be Ed Bagley Jr.'s like crowd of henchmen, and they're all like have a theme to them for whatever reason. It doesn't make sense at all. There's the archaeologist, and like he has some special like power or something. I forget what it is.
They all have something to him, and I forget what it. But his name is Kevin West.
Okay.
And he's in everything.
Every movie you've ever seen.
You looked him up?
I did. Most notably, to me anyway, he was in Biodome.
Yes, he was in Biodome.
He was.
Don't watch Biodome. It does not hold up.
What? Oh, I love Biodome.
I tried to watch it recently. God.
He was Romulus in Biodome. He's in tons of stuff.
He's usually like a
Chuck.
scientist, nerdy type of guy.
Yeah, he was in an episode of Scrubs, Phil the Future.
For all those Phil of the Future fans
Back
out there.
by Midnight, Alias, 100 Deeds for Eddie McDowd. Great show. He was in Boy Meets World. He was in Kenan and Kel. He's done a lot of stuff.
Was he the store owner?
No.
Okay. Anyway, so
he's got something weird about him. There was some weird fetish lady who had electric gloves.
Yeah, she was like Electro Man, Ernest.
Yes.
But a lady. And like her power is she can zap people or zap things. And then there's this fucking annoying troll gopher man that I have no idea.
He's got these fake
what
like,
he is.
buck teeth.
Yeah, these really bad
I
like
don't understand like what his
crank machine buck teeth.
Yeah, he had some like weird like stink gas or
yeah,
something.
he had a backpack.
Backpack of stink gas.
Yeah. And then
which makes no, and he's always like he doesn't
Backpack
talk and he
stink
just
gas sounds like a song. By Big Bad.
Backpack stink gas to my heart.
Yeah.
That's what Dean's farts are from.
And then
yeah, that's my backpack stink gas.
And then the like main henchman is like a doctor, like evil doctor guy.
Yeah. He's big into kung fu.
Yeah. And
so they show up at the orphanage and they're gonna fuck some shit up.
Yeah, so they all do Ed Bagley Jr.'s,
they put up like a not a for sale sign.
Van.
It was sign that said like 5 days till Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
And then didn't they like wrap chains around like a brass statue and rip it out of the ground?
Ripped it down. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they're all driving a friggin' ice cream truck.
Right.
You know,
they're super creepy.
I was expecting Clint Howard to be in.
Back my ice cream truck.
Hey, where's my Brickleberry? Still in there, boy.
The eyeball officer. A really long shot of me licking this eyeball.
It's my favorite part of the movie.
Make sure the pupil goes into the lens. And
there isn't enough Clint Howard in this movie.
No, not nearly, but he's the best part for sure. So I guess let's try and explain the plot so it'll make sense. So Ed Bagley Jr. sends out these dudes, and they're trying to buy property, and that's why like they're trying to buy that shoe man store, and they're trying to buy the orphanages. They do.
The orphanage is the last place that they have to buy. They're like trying to buy up like a huge chunk of the town, and Ed Begley Jr.'s character is like some crazy evil millionaire kind of guy. And the whole purpose, the orphanage is the last place to go, which is this wicked old church. And it's really weird because there's two people who work there, some woman and
what's his name?
The guy from
I gotta look up his name. Garrett Morris from SNL.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And two broke girls. Yep. And they work at the orphanage.
This is a star-studded cast.
It is. And there's only 3 orphans left.
That's because they sold all the other ones.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everyone else is gone.
So why do they even need to keep this orphanage open?
I know.
But when there's only 3 orphans left, I mean...
Yeah. Why do they need, like, it's this massive,
or get some more orphans?
Church.
It's probably a good thing you don't have any orphans, I'd assume, right? That's probably the end game of an orphanage.
Besides, like, the 2 people wanting to keep their job?
Yeah.
So...
But they're probably volunteers. Dane, come on. Don't do it.
Hey, he
Sorry,
did it.
It's done.
He did it. So the whole thing is Hulk
you
thinks
son of
he's
a
Santa,
bitch.
goes to this orphanage.
If you didn't fart so much,
Keep dropping the tape.
And
have
have more
food we eat.
dexterity.
Yeah, it's all the food.
A tiny
Look
guy.
at you. You bought like a whole like
You know what?
grocery bag.
We
from
have
Taco
to.
Bell.
We have to get McDonald's because McDonald's did not make Dane Train fart.
That's true.
Oh
We-
my God,
we
you're
should.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, McNoo-Noos it is.
Yep.
From now on,
McDougal's, here we
no
come.
more.
Ron Steakhouse.
No more Paco smell.
No more
No more Burger Swill.
Booger King. No
Booger
more. That's actually really. I mean, we get
No,
Papa
Papa
Ginzo's too.
Ginzo's. Yep, you get Papa Ginzo's.
You don't get the farts from that.
Yeah, I usually don't get the farts.
Yeah, we don't get that one
Get
as
the
often.
farts and the juicy squirts.
Five Guys did it. We've gotten.
Oh,
Five
of course,
Guys a couple
Five
times.
Guys.
Oh, Five Guys.
I mean, that's pretty
mean,
much
when you-
diarrhea between a bun.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
Wendy's too.
Yeah, Wendy's will give you the farts.
The Fartinator triple burger.
The backpack stink ass.
The backpack stink ass. Dean's backpack stink ass.
Where were we?
So
Fart-wise.
Hulk and Bargain Bob go to this orphanage, and they're like, "We have to save the orphanage." And Hulk, thinking he's Santa, is like, "Well, I have to do good because I'm Santa, and Santa
Yeah, but
does
the
good things."
orphanage, they've never seen Hulk or Bargain Bob before. They're just like trying to hide out from someone or another, and they welcome them with open arms.
Yeah,
and which I get, they're an orphanage. Like, I'm sure they think everybody's nice and gives everyone the benefit of the doubt. But these two like grown men in like a Santa suit and an elf, and I don't know, there's something fishy
they
about
were just
it.
okay with getting help,
Yeah. So they like let them stay overnight in the orphanage and whatever.
So they're trying to save the orphanage from getting purchased and later revealed, because we're just doing the plot in a nutshell here. There are these magic, I think? There's
I think they're
weird
magic
crystals in a mine.
It's like going to Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. The
Built
dozers have built
this
these...
mine that is underneath. This church was built on top of this old abandoned mine or whatever.
Yeah.
Which also has a bottomless pit.
Just think
Yeah.
like
I'm assuming.
the Fraggles are the Native Americans, and Fraggle Rock is their land, and these crystals are like gold or oil or something. And now he's just taking over to get at the natural resources. But I don't know what these crystals do. I think they're supposed
They
to be like
fucking explode.
Yeah, they
they
blow the fuck up.
But what he wants to make necklaces from them and just
He's
explode people?
He's just an evil millionaire.
Sells it
Sell
like
them
a
to, like,
turquoise
a
jewelry
bead
shop.
company.
Yeah, you saw what he did just
In
wanting to
Patnick.
buy some rinky-dink little shoe shop.
Because there's like this underground tunnel. And whatever, we'll get
Maybe
to
it'll
it.
cure all the germs.
I guess.
Who knows? And that's pretty much, that's
the plot.
That's pretty much it. It's just mostly Hulk going to fight these people, thinking he's Santa Claus, beating them, and then
It's Electric Boogaloo with Santa Claus.
yes.
Yeah.
And then there's one fight where he's fighting the number 2 henchman guy, the doctor who also knows martial arts. They go up to the bell tower, and Hulk Hogan beats him up. And there's this animatronic Santa that kind of
like, spins
gets
in a circle.
snagged on him and throws him off of the bell tower, and he ends up in a dump truck.
38 feet.
Yeah, like 3 stories high. He ends up in a dump truck.
Oh, higher than that because it's a bell tower.
Yeah.
He's
Could have been.
super-
And the-
It's
the
at
funny
least
thing is,
6
like,
stories.
If he had fallen out of it, he would have hit like
Smashed his face
Where
on
the
the
statue that they
concrete.
ripped down used to
what
be.
I'm saying is,
right,
like,
but he would have.
there's a pretty big difference.
He would have been dead.
Length difference between where the bell tower is and the road.
Right.
So
Right.
he would have just fallen in like the front yard.
Right, exactly.
But no,
Yeah.
he fell pretty darn far out, and he fell into that garbage truck, which zonked back in his memory.
Yeah,
Because
so
he
the-
found
the-
like his toasty crunch in the
Yeah,
garbage
his
truck.
Toasty Crunch.
He saw his face on his
Yep.
crap.
But then he passed out, and the guy
drive.
driving the dump truck realized who he was and drove him home.
Right.
So this is where you kind of get the resolution for the story. He's like, "Oh, did I have a weird dream that I was Santa Claus?" And the people at the orphanage are like, "Where's Santa? They're gonna come and take over this thing."
I feel like we skipped a lot.
I don't think that there was much.
No, it was a whole lot of like
he making
fighting
them
back
cookies
and
and
forth.
stuff, and so he builds the relationship with the orphans,
I think a lot
and
of
like
it was
Mila
like Bargain
Kunis.
Bob was doing his best to keep
The secret that he sent.
secret.
Oh, so this is like plot B is that Bargain Bob is trying to scam Hulk Hogan because Bargain Bob at breakfast
he wants
sees
his
that
fingerprints.
That's like plot C.
C plot is like they let them stay overnight at the
plot.
orphanage, and then in the morning they have Hulk Hogan cereal for breakfast, and before Hulk Hogan walks in the room, or before he can notice it, or anyone else can notice it, he like takes the cereal and like just starts pouring it on his plate and like putting it between toast, and is like, "Oh, this is really good. You should try it." Oops, too bad we're out of the cereal. I'm gonna keep this box now. And
So Hulk doesn't remember who he is. So he's not Santa.
So Bargain Bob knows that he's super rich. And so he steals his wallet and has his credit card.
Yeah, he goes to the ATM and it requires a thumbprint.
Yeah, so then he steals...
later, he steals the glass that has his fingerprint. And it turns out they need the
left
right
fingerprint
hand.
or whatever.
Yeah, but he has the left hand fingerprint. The ATM is even like, oh, that's the left. We need the right.
And he's like, oh, Jesus.
And it also turns out that Bargain Bob owes Ed Begley Jr.'s character a lot of money.
Right.
Because that just makes sense.
They don't explain why, he just does.
Right. But he still had like a couple, it looked like at least $1,000 of cash in his wallet. He could have at least just taken that.
He probably did.
Probably,
I assume that he did.
So unless we still want to talk about Bargain Bob. We can
I just
go.
want to say, Bargain Bob's probably my favorite part of this movie.
Really?
Yeah?
That's understandable. I would say Clint Howard, but...
you're right. Clint
But there's
Howard's
more
number-
Bargain Bob
right.
than Clint.
Bargain Bob's my number 2 then. I just like it because he's wicked hammed up. Like
Everyone is.
Well, true, but he is just friggin' over the top ham, and
Hulk
and I love
Hogan
that.
is so stiff. Like I said, like when we were
Oh, you
watching
should have
it,
seen him wrestling.
ugh. Should have seen a sex tape.
Jokes.
When we were watching the movie, like listening to him say his lines, it sounded like a table read.
It sounded like
you know what I mean.
He didn't memorize the lines, but he's like
Like
I'm
he had
Hulk Hogan
cue
and I'm
cards or
so
something.
rich, and they were just like, yeah, that was good. Yeah, okay, cut. Yeah,
Right.
that's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Bargain Bob like overcompensates and goes off the rails.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Which is good. He's funny. I mean, this movie's like very ridiculous, and the only thing that's like super annoying as far as like being way too over the top is that like stink gas backpack man. He is so fucking annoying.
It's true.
He doesn't say a word through the whole movie.
Yeah, he's like supposed to be a gopher person or something,
Who
and
knows?
he just makes like these crazy animal sounds, and it's ugh. He's like hunched over the entire time, and it's just disturbing. It's frightening.
So when Hulk remembers who he is, he also remembers that he was helping out the orphanage. Goes back to the
Right.
orphanage when Ed Begley Jr. got all his crazy, ridiculous rando henchmen, including one who is Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yep.
Who has a fake Fu Manchu for whatever reason. So he gets his butler, and Hulk Hogan gets his butler and his whole staff of fighting guys, and they go to this place to fight all the other ridiculous henchmen versus henchmen.
But to get there, Hulk Hogan takes his Hummer and passes by Clint Howard. Officer Clint Howard's reporting for duty.
And this is when he's doing that thing.
Yes.
Where
He's like practicing pulling people over. He's like, license and registration, please. License and registration, please. You know?
License and registration, cockface. Like he's just trying to be tougher and tougher each time.
Yeah.
And then in the background,
oh, this is like the best car chase scene ever.
Oh, yes, it is.
Forget Bullet. Forget Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Santa with muscles has the best car chase in the world.
Like he
What
okay,
happens?
so
it's pretty much the same exact car chase as the
super
beginning.
over the top.
But
So The police put up a roadblock to stop Santa with Muscles in his Hummer. So they pull out a bazooka.
Yeah.
When
this
in
is
the
not
world-
Clint Howard. So there's two. Clint Howard's in his own car, and then there's these other two cops that they're trying to like box him in.
Clint Howard's car looks so beat up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
it's,
beat
it's
up.
kind of like Buford T. Justice and Smokey and the Bandit, where his car just gets worse and worse as the movie goes on.
Yes.
So like this isn't like a SWAT team or anything. This is one regular like rookie cop.
Yeah.
And he's got a bazooka and he shoots the bazooka at Hulk Hogan, who like swerves out of the way. And
Yeah, it's. Sorry, I just want to comment on this really quick.
They're
It's
really-
so funny. It's like, there's nowhere to go on this giant open road. So we'll shoot this. So they're going to shoot the bazooka at him. He's like, just swerve a little and it'll go right by him.
and it hits Clint Howard's police cruiser.
Yeah.
and it blows up,
And he gets all
pretty much
burnt up.
kills Clint Howard.
It looks like when you
Like
when
he's
he,
in an
like,
Acme cartoon or
yeah,
something.
it's like he stuck his hand in a light socket. You know.
Yeah. And then Hulk Hogan gets away scot-free.
Yeah,
on a
gets
bazooka.
away safely, and then gets there, foils the henchman. They
Instead of being
Make
like,
it
hey,
into-
police, these guys, like, you could probably help us with this mission and arrest these guys. But since I'm a criminal to begin with and I've shot at you multiple times, I'm just going to drive by and let you use a bazooka to blow up your sheriff.
Yeah, why not? They get to the orphanage, and Ed Begley Jr.'s character, like after all the henchmen fight and he beats up everyone, and like just a lot of fighting.
But before this, like, the kids are really secondary. Like, they could give two shits about the orphanage. They, like, show no interest in it.
Specifically
And
one who seems
the
like a total
boy-
dingleberry. He
Yeah,
doesn't-
the
he doesn't want
boy-
anything to do with
Fuck
it.
that kid.
The boy hates Hulk Hogan for whatever reason, and then
He just doesn't like anyone. He's a teenage boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that
like,
makes
Fuck
sense.
these people.
but then there was a scene where the boy tries to take matters into his own hands and infiltrates Ed Bagley Jr.'s like house or whatever compound, and he's trying to like slingshot them and foil his plan.
Shoot a rock at his window.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much. And
yeah,
then Hulk Hogan like
guys,
meets him.
Spider it.
If he does
Spider
that,
web.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I think it would have been great if Hulk Hogan just like smashed through
Threw
his door
him through the window?
because the guy's like in his.
Yeah, he's
in his-
right there.
No, but I'm saying like, again, he's a big germaphobe. If you just like blow through the glass
And
he'll-
give one of the Dane trained farts, he'd be done for.
Yeah, right. See, that's exactly what.
Just
yeah,
blow acid in
just
his face.
Give him my
him the
my
Muffin Man.
backpack stick gas.
Yeah, exactly.
They really didn't do anything there. They just went to his compound and were like, all right, let's leave.
We taught him the valuable lesson that, you have to fight people sometimes, but only I don't even remember the lesson. Only like when to defend yourself or like
When they pull statues off your lawn.
Right, exactly. Like you don't go looking for a fight, but if a fight comes to you, you don't back down.
Yeah.
You have to stand your ground.
But so
And other Hulk Hogan trademark inspirational messages, brother, dude, Jack, Mean Gene.
Take the plane down, Santa with muscles. He doesn't get it.
I have I don't watch wrestling.
There was a wrestler called The Ultimate Warrior, and he did this crazy act once where he was talking about Hulk Hogan dying in a plane crash.
Oh, God.
And he's like, take the plane down, and the pilots who already paid the sacrifice.
Oh, my
Santa
God.
with muscles. Don't smoke.
Well, on that note, there's the doctor who kidnaps the two kids in like the kitchen. Oh God. And then
I found it again.
Yes,
I can
we
already
know.
smell those.
Woo! And then
Jesus.
Really?
Jeez.
and then
Fanning it right at me.
Hulk Hogan
Backpack full of stink gas.
That one was warm as toast.
goes into the kitchen and the kids see him there, and he throws the doctor guy into a freezer.
Oh
Yeah.
Saves the
froze.
kids. Yeah.
Yep.
So
He's in a freezer.
That scene happens.
And he fights Ed Begley Jr. down in the mine. They're
but
using the crystals.
Before that, he
They have, like, a
fights
sword fight
Electro Woman, and he fights everybody.
He does.
He
Yeah,
fights Gas Man by putting like his stink gas in his own stink suit.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
it was
just
a
like Dane
biohazard
in this
suit.
room.
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah,
They all go down
interacts
very
with them
easily.
all, and they all go down pretty easily. It's just he fights Ed Begley Jr. in the mine. They're using the crystal, the explosive
Did we even
crystals
say how
to
they
like
got
sword
into
fight.
the mine? I don't think we did.
Oh, the archaeologist guy cracks the code. Well,
No.
before,
How
No,
they
no.
even?
the kids
the
know
kids.
some
Hulk
numbers,
Hogan-
and Hulk Hogan also knows
Hulk Hogan
one of the
knows
numbers.
it because he went to the orphanage with the bad guy. They grew up together at the orphanage.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
big
and they used to
twist.
play down
There's
there.
a lot of layers to this movie.
Yeah, it's very
But
complex.
Ed Begley Jr. didn't know how to open the mine, which is weird. Plot hole.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
this movie shouldn't have
Maybe
plot
when he-
hole. This
maybe when
wonderful,
they were a kid,
wonderful movie.
He just left it up to Hulk Hogan to open the door.
Could have been.
But Hulk
know,
only
his-
knew one number. Maybe that guy only knew one number too.
Yeah, I don't know. But he
I
did
don't
know to get the archaeologist who.
Yeah, I guess that's why he was
Yeah.
there.
But he takes everyone down, and that's it.
Yeah, but yeah, so
takes everyone
they have a
down.
big like, they both like pull up big
Crystals.
like, meow, and they have like a lightsaber fight almost with these crystals,
Which is weird because they're explosive, so they should just explode like a fiery bomb fluorescent light bulb.
they only explode when it's necessary for the plot.
Yes.
which is not often.
But they're sword fighting, and they
Like
break some
Ed
of
Begley
them.
Jr.'s, since he's a germaphobe, he's wearing like this full body like hazmat suit,
Right.
and he like breaks the suit, and he thinks he's like gonna die from germs or
Right,
whatever.
but they're like hitting all the different crystals, and this is when like
they should all be dead.
the
Like,
poltergeisty kind of moment happens.
yeah, it's like Monster Squad.
or Monster Squad.
The like amulet opens up this portal to another dimension.
But instead, it's like everyone get out of the house because the whole
foundation's gonna
orphanage
It's gonna blow.
implodes
Yeah.
because there's like no. It's like conspiracy theory. There's no debris.
Here's the funny thing, though.
There's no debris.
Where's the plane?
It makes the orphanage blow up. Now, he bought property all in that entire like block because I'm assuming that whole crystal cave went throughout that entire area.
So that just made
What-
it easier for him
But
because he can just go down.
But the thing
No,
is,
he's ruined because if it exploded the whole mine, all the crystals, chain reaction.
But all I'm saying is, yeah, I mean, wouldn't it have blown up like an entire like acre or two? Of,
Yeah, there's a lot of
Probably,
collateral
yeah.
damage, and like
Right.
some kids on their swing set in the backyard, they just died,
Yeah.
and like
I'm just
that
saying,
shoe
like,
store is just burning, and there's people with third-degree burns trying
Yeah.
to get out, knocking at the windows,
yeah. But no, it just blows up underneath the orphanage.
and everyone's fine. And then, so everyone makes it out alive,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, all the bad
all the
guys
bad guys get
who you
locked
thought
up
were dead.
together.
and then who pulls up? Clint Howard.
Is that what his light bar when he goes to pull somebody over? Instead of going ooh, it goes.
It's just
"Oh,
him on
shit,
the intercom.
He's
That's his
pulling me
siren.
over. How fast was I going? Pull over, you punk.
But his car is like totally explode. It's like just the body,
It's
and
just-
it's all
it's like- it's just
burnt
the frame
out.
with some
Yeah,
seats.
right, just the frame, and he's still all like fucked up. And
You're
that was like
under
the
arrest.
that was like the funniest part of the movie to me.
Yeah.
And then it's like this super cheesy like after school special where they
They're
make
like,
a
what
bunch
are we
of
gonna do? Where are we gonna live
puns.
now? So
Yeah.
they live in Ed Begley Jr.'s house.
But
How do they
before
get
that,
the
when they're
house?
when they're like in front of the exploding orphanage, like Hulk Hogan's hugging all the kids, and they're putting them one by one into like the paddy wagon, and it's like
yeah, Far
the
Cry
guy
smells.
who's frozen is like, well, it looks like his account's frozen, ha 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 ha, and like they have a pun for every person, and like do this really awkward laugh.
And then they go to jail where they're all wearing like those old school black and white.
And the
striped
jail is
suits.
right
It's
next
across
door.
the street.
The jail's from Ed
It's
Bagley
not-
Jr.'s compound.
It's not right next door because they need telescopes,
Telescope.
but it is downwind because it's a pretty
Yeah,
steep
it's
angle.
like 45 degrees pointed down.
Yeah.
What they shoot at him though, right?
What? Shoot at him.
I don't
Doesn't the
remember.
kid like
Oh.
use a slingshot to hit
Does
the
he?
bad guys? Or
I don't
something?
remember that.
I'm pretty sure they do because they have some effect on it. Because the they're like bumbling around in the jail yard.
I don't recall.
So.
All right, I could be making this up. I'm projecting.
I feel like there was some time though where the kid does use a slingshot, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's Santa with Muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Despite everything I said about it, it's awesome.
Yeah, it really is a good movie.
It's really good. So, all right. So I got some facts here for you. Oh, I'll get to these facts and then I'll talk about Hulk Hogan because again, I'm a Hulk Hogan fan.
An open letter to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. So we said this video came out in 1996, but I believe the movie came out like in theater in 1995 because it probably would have come out in time for the holidays.
That's surprising that it came out in theaters.
97 minutes. It was in theaters for 2 weeks, and it grossed
2 of America's finest weeks
$220 some odd
dollars.
$220,000.
Do you know the budget of the movie?
A lot more than that.
Ooh.
Yeah, they probably got all their money back by
all those stars,
by
though.
the retail selling these things for $80 a piece.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
it made its money back in home video. I don't think so.
So it was directed. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
that kind of sales.
I highly doubt it.
Directed by John Merlowski, who also directed Secret Agent Club.
Oh my God!
Those
really?
The only like 2 things he's ever really done.
Well, that's not surprising.
Was written by Jonathan Bond, Fred. I can't read my own writing here. Fred Monta, and Dory Raymond. This is the only thing they have ever written between the 3 of them.
Huh. It took 3 people to write this movie.
I know. This is rated. This is on IMDb's 100 worst films list.
Oh wow! What number
and
is it?
they didn't give it a number. Well, I didn't read what number it was, but it's also regarded as one of the worst Christmas movies.
Oh, it's one of the best Christmas
down there
movies.
with but
with My Uncle the Alien.
To be fair, with like Santa Claus Conquers the Martian, like that kind of
so
like,
bad.
Yeah.
It's like Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, exactly. So I got to say, so this came out the video came out in 96, movie came out in 95. This was right before Hulk Hogan's famous heel turn in wrestling. Which was like
Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
like his second biggest thing. So he was back in WCW and he was still making money. Like he probably did not need to do this, but he probably still wanted to be an actor. Mm-hmm. But this was right before like his next huge resurgence as a wrestler. Like before this, he was really trying to be an actor because he even like quote unquote retired from wrestling, and that's when he left WWF and stuff like this. And Chris doesn't really care about this.
I don't know anything about it.
No,
I'm sorry.
no,
I continue. There's people out there that listen to this.
No, but it's just interesting because it's like he was back in wrestling, so he was making money, and I think they actually publicly released his contract he had with WCW, and he was making a shit ton of money.
Ooh.
Like a shit ton of 1996 money.
Wish I had me that 1996
I wish I had some nice
small faces.
He did not need to make this movie, or I'm guessing
nobody needed to make this movie.
Yeah, or Secret Agent Club, which I still really want to watch.
I mean,
yes, if anyone has Secret Agent Club, you let us know, please.
He did a lot of other movies though. At the same
did.
time,
This was like
Thunder in Paradise.
This was like his last one. He didn't do anything after this that wasn't like a cameo or like a small role.
Okay.
Because he had like a really small role.
Like in Gremlins 2?
Yeah, exactly. Or like he was in Muppets in Space for like 2 minutes, and he was in all kinds of stuff. But this was like his last role. Starring role. Yeah, there we go.
Outside of No Holds Barred and all that other stuff.
That was earlier stuff, yeah.
True.
I'm sorry.
He made some like action
That's a
movies
good
too,
movie.
didn't
He
he?
was in Three Ninjas. High Noon at Mega Mountain.
Yeah, was that like the 4th one or something like that?
Yeah, that was 98. But after that, like Suburban Commando and Mr. Nanny and Rocky 3 and No Holds Barred, like that stuff was all
early stuff.
all before. So everything just looking at it real quick. Everything else was just kind of cameos, small roles kind of stuff. Because he was making bank. He was making tons of money. But also another really interesting thing is the time this movie came out, this is like Mila Kunis's one of her first roles.
Let's talk of that real quick.
2 years later, she starts on That 70s Show.
Yeah. Along with Mark and Bob.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, now the funny thing is, we were talking about this when we were watching the movie. She looks
super
significantly younger in this movie than she did in That 70s Show. And what was she? She was 16 when she started That 70s Show?
Yeah.
She looks like she's 11 in this movie.
Yeah, she looks a lot younger.
She must have, I don't know. How does puberty work?
You know, I think it's weird because, like, I felt like
I
we
haven't
all
found
talked
one of those
about
VHSs.
I have a book on it.
It feels like
I don't
this
read
movie
books.
was made and then they didn't release it until a couple of years later. You know?
Right, yeah.
It definitely seems like that because it doesn't have that look and feel.
It doesn't seem like
a
late
mid
90s,
movie. Like even just looking at, like, you know, if you watch an old movie or like old sports footage, like it just has like
You can just
that
tell whatever
quality.
it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that kind of, but it also doesn't have like an early night. I don't know. It's weird.
It's definitely.
I can't really
this is a
describe
Cabin
it, so.
Fever movie, by the way. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
fine people that brought you Striking Point and
Yeah.
and Silence of the Hams.
Yeah. So, let's go
So they're
with
2 for 3 right now.
ratings, guys. So
Yeah.
how many orphans? No, let's not go with that. How many
muscles?
How many lame henchmen out of 10? Nah, that's
They
not
have
a
to
good
come
one.
in pairs of 2.
Okay. How many Santa hats would you give this?
Oh boy.
How many Santa hats out of 10?
Man.
Now this is rating it as a Christmas movie.
No,
rating
you
as
can just
a
do it as a
movie.
movie. Yeah.
I'd say this is. It's probably a 7.5 for me. 7.5 Christmas hats.
Nice.
I give it 8.5 Christmas hats.
Ooh.
And yes, I would watch it again next
Nice.
next holiday season.
You would rewind it. Would you?
Yes.
You would
Oh,
rewind
I
it?
definitely rewind it. Yeah,
Cool.
It's definitely like it. Like put this movie in the holiday rotation for sure, but that's it. Don't watch it for any other reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dan. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Solid.
Right.
This is
Very
like
solid.
not a movie I could enjoy watching by myself. It would have to be like watching it
Oh,
with
yeah.
you two guys.
All right.
Gotta
Yeah.
watch it, eat some junk.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, you sit down with your friends.
Eat some junk,
Eat
watch
some
some
junk
movies
food.
on tape.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
what did you say you give it?
I give it an 8.5.
Okay.
Yep. It's got Hulk Hogan. I'll watch anything with him in it. I'll watch really anything with the wrestler. I went and saw Ready to Rumble in the theater.
Ready to Rumble, I thought was funny.
Oh my goodness.
It's a pretty decent movie.
Oliver Platt.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's true.
I'm not
I
gonna
will
lie.
rule
There's
you.
There's some really bad modern movies with wrestlers in them. There's a movie with
The Marine.
Batista that's pretty shitty.
Don't you dare say Guardians of the Galaxy.
No.
Okay.
I've never seen that. No, it's some movie that had like him and Rob Van Dam in it. Came out in like 2005-ish.
Ooh.
Take.
I gotta find that.
It was actually way back when I got Netflix for the first time. That was the first movie I watched.
Oh man.
And I was like, this is the kind of crap that's on Netflix.
The DVD mail.
No, streaming.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I
okay.
mean, this is back when you got 2. So.
Batista
Anywho.
was in Spectre?
Yeah, he's the main bad guy in it. Or not the main bad guy, but he's like
What?
I'm
And
sorry,
like
no.
James Bond?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a henchman. He doesn't say a
remember
word
that
in the
one.
whole movie.
He was also in
okay,
Man with the Iron Fists.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Kickboxer Vengeance?
Yeah, that just came out, which is a
Um,
remake of Kickboxer.
Yeah. Heist. LA Slasher.
We
he's
now
in-
bring
I don't
you
know.
Batista's
Riddick.
IMDb page from the VHS Bandits.
Yeah.
Anywho, enough about that for now.
Yeah.
Back on holiday cheer with
Right.
Yeah. Speaking
Santa-
of,
Santa
let's
muscles.
let's
So-
spread the holiday. Oh, unless you had some more notes.
So what do you guys think the IMDb rating is? That's out of 10?
0.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toaster?
2.
It's 2.4 out of 10.
Ooh, the price is right.
Yeah. And the Amazon, which is a 5-star rating system.
Oh, 5 out of 5.
It's a 3.3.
Ooh, that's rough for
come on
Amazon.
now.
It is.
That is tough.
You can find this on
Tough
DVD,
titty.
which we do not recommend.
No, don't do that.
$24.95.
Oh, come on.
God.
I know.
That's scary.
I got a good deal because look at it. Completed listings on eBay. This bad boy, this bad Larry with muscles right here, now sells for $10 to $15.
Holy shit, on tape?
On tape.
Oh, wow.
It's better than $79.98.
That is true. That is
investment
true.
on your hands.
But still, good deal.
Don't
Good deal.
smash it
Quality
like we
movie.
smashed Ice Pirates.
Yeah.
Which it's especially that was like a big box one.
Yeah.
So that's probably worth some money. So
Oops.
we were
Yeah.
dum-dums back then.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So, you can find it.
It's like the
out
Fabergé
there.
eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, never mind. I was just going to say something that had to do with Secret Agent Club, but I'm thinking of listings that had like the two tapes together. So, we're going to introduce a new segment in this episode.
Because it is the holiday season and it's the time to give.
Yeah,
That's-
you give
that's
back to the
right.
VHS community.
That's right. And it's called Cheap Plugs. Cheap plugs.
Cheap plugs.
Cheap plugs.
Cheap plugs.
We have a lot of fans out there. Alicatas, we give you a lot of shout outs.
Yeah, we
our
wanna-
And
biggest
interact and hear more from our fans and the VHS community at large. Because
Yeah,
there is
absolutely.
a lot of us out there.
And they've been really nice to us, giving us some plugs or retweeting,
so we
regramming, just giving us mentions on Facebook. New Facebook people who like us.
Yeah, thank
because
you.
we're trying to be on all sorts of social media, social networks, and so we figured we would give some shameless plugs. I mean, we're always kind of doing unofficial sponsorships by Burger King, McDonald's, and Taco Bell, and
And telling them
Papagino's.
how much
how
they
awful
give
their
us
food is.
diarrhea.
We still we rag on Burger King a lot. We eat it all the fucking time.
Oh, it's delicious,
Yeah.
Well, I
but
wouldn't
it comes
go
out
that
your ass
far,
so
but-
fast.
I think it's delicious. Their burgers
Unless
are good.
it's a cheesy tot.
Yeah, the cheesy tots, maybe not.
Onion rings.
But so like we
Onion
just
rings.
opened up we just started our Instagram page. I don't know, like a few
couple
days ago, a week, maybe 2 weeks.
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
And we got a good start, I think, so far, and a lot of people have been interested in everything in our post.
A lot of love. A
so I just
lot of
wanna-
people talking. A lot of people talking, which is good. We like to.
keep the discussion going, like of all the movies, like because there's so many other like awesome Instagram pages that have that post VHSs and whatever. So I wanted to give a shout out because you should definitely follow this guy, VHS Finds, and it's VHS_finds on Instagram. There's a whole bunch of cool shit. Like if you like VHS, then you'll like this guy's post.
Lots of tapes.
And he gave us a shout out. He listened to the Stupids episode.
Oh yeah.
He's got a Teddy Ruxpin on there. I had one and broke its jaw. But just awesome stuff like that. And other ones like the Wall of VHS.
Yep.
Yep.
Big shout out to the VHS dude, or otherwise known as it came from the VCR.
Yeah, he's got like two names. Like
Yeah,
that's
you
the
was on
one-
Vine and
yeah.
and other stuff. I got a couple T-shirts from him. He was very kind.
Yeah, shirts
and
are sweet.
Yeah,
This dude double feature just posted a bunch of Sega Saturn games. So follow that guy.
Hey, awesome.
so
Let
a
him know
lot
we're
of
big
love,
fan.
a lot of people who we appreciate the mentions and we love talking to. Getting the dialogue going, and that's what's important.
And VHS
And-
Nights just posted Trick or Treat, the rock and roll horror movie we did.
Woo!
Great.
Oh, someone who did we just start talking to about I Come in Peace?
Oh yeah, someone
on
posted
Instagram.
the icon
Yeah.
piece. So like,
Yeah. So there's a lot of shared interests, and it's
other
it's
people
really
have
great.
seen
Yeah.
these movies.
Yeah, exactly. But one last one is and I'm gonna butcher this name, even though it's probably really easy. But he's a guy who's followed us on Facebook, just kind of by chance. and he's listened to our episodes and commenting a lot, and we greatly appreciate it.
Dude.
Yeah. Scotty Lovern. I'm really bad at names, so please
correct us if we're wrong. Don't stop listening to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck up your name. I'm sorry.
It's all my fault. You can hate me. That's okay.
Hate Kevin.
Yeah, exactly. That's all right. We all do it.
That's our motto here at VHS Bandits.
Yeah.
Hate Kevin.
Besides Be Kind, Rewind, it's also hate Kevin. It's fine. So, again, just thanks everybody. We're just trying to get ourselves out there and just connect with like-minded people. As long as it's not on Instagram or Twitter for Dane, because he hates both of those.
Yeah, Dane will do Facebook stuff mostly.
Yeah, I'll do the
and
Facebook.
me and Kev will be the Instagram guys.
These guys did those other two, and I'm not gonna lie,
because Twitter still hates Dane.
Yeah, they're just not working for me. I don't know.
He sent us a text saying he got on Twitter, and we were like, "Oh, our Twitter account is locked now, isn't it?"
Yeah, we're gonna get booted.
Yeah, he just looked at it and was like, "No." So, anyway, that's Santa with Muscles plus some, the holiday special, part 1. We got another holiday special coming up, so definitely make sure to stay tuned for that, plus more.
Should we say what it is?
Let's leave them in suspense for a couple days or whatever.
It's in suspense.
Actually, no, we don't have to, because I'm going to post the picture of us watching
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to watch Muppet Family Christmas.
Woo!
Why are you both looking at me?
Because
you're
haven't
not
said
saying anything.
anything.
Oh,
and
I'm
you're
sorry.
You got a weird look
I
on
know
your
I was
face.
supposed to.
You got to
Yeah,
fart
but
again?
this is a
or-
podcast. You participate.
Well, I mean,
You're a host.
you both go woo, and then look
like
at me like deers in the
You
headlights.
just had this weird look on your face.
You could have said woo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all right.
Anywho,
whatever.
Muppet Family Christmas is. I've been watching that since probably the day I was born. So,
Yeah.
good
So
shit.
we're excited to watch it. So that's going to be the next episode. So we just said all the ways you can contact us, but we'll just reiterate really quickly. You can tweet at us at the VHS Bandits. Like our Facebook page, we're getting so close to 100 likes. We'd love to get to
Almost
100
there.
likes by the end of the year. How grand would that be?
That'd be a great.
That'd be
New Year's
grand.
resolution. Or
Yeah, we
whatever.
could even figure out.
It's not even that many. 100?
Yeah.
We can do that, guys.
I know. Come on, we can do it.
Tell your friends.
Spread the love, and we'll do something special. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either.
We'll
But
figure it
we will.
out. Yeah. We'll figure it out when we get
you
there.
should also, if you like us, please give us a good rating or a review on iTunes,
Yeah,
because
that'd
that
be great.
Yeah.
will make sure
or
that
even on Podbean or anything like that.
yeah, then that way our podcast will pop up higher in searches and things like that and seem more legitimate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. it'd be
So
great.
thanks, guys.
Yeah. And also, you can follow us on Instagram, the VH, or not VV, just
VHS
just
Bandits.
VHS Bandits. Yeah. Or shoot us an email if you want to hate on Kevin or talk about Dane's farts, or you just have an opinion you want to share
If
at
you
us.
want advice on how to get farts as plentiful as Dave's.
Yes. You can email us at thevhsbandits@gmail.com.
Or if you want to buy Dorf on golf.
Don't forget, we also have a YouTube page as well with
Ooh, that's right.
Our full podcast episodes are on there. In case if you're at work and you got your headphones on your computer, you can pop that on or whatever.
This sounds like we're doing a red-green save PBS drive or something right now. You can get a red-green tote bag if you donate $65
You
to
can get-
PBS, and this toilet paper will reach all the way to the top.
That's right, Red.
You can get Dane's fart in a paper bag. We'll mail it to you.
Only
If we get to 100
$19.95.
likes by New Year's.
Shit
Hey,
in the
there you
bag
go.
and light it up, put it on your doorstep.
It's a good prize.
It's all
Yeah.
the shit poop.
Hey, the fart was gone when I opened up the bag.
No refunds. So anyway, thank you so much for listening to episode 19. We watched Santa with Muscles. As always, I am the KevBot.
I'm Topher Hansen.
This is Dane Train.
Thank you. Be kind and rewind.
And happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everybody.
And more stuff and more stuff and more stuff.